Good morning and happy Monday. Thank you for beginning this week with me. I hope you enjoyed last week and we're just going to keep going. And so thank you for being here. I want to say that on the first Sunday, or the first day of the month, which was a Sunday, I had a chance to go visit a friend of mine's church because I also need to be fed spiritually. And my friend Rena was there. And one of the things I love about Rena is that I can be as crazy as I want to be. Never a judgment, never just like, and whoo, Lily and her daughter Alejandra were just getting it from me and Rena. And I'm grateful for spaces where I can be myself, and that's what this place represents for me. And so I'm thankful and I'm grateful. And so here we are. We are at Mindful Monday, and part of being mindful is being in the present moment. And so our reading today comes from The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, because part of the thing we're doing this month is release, surrender, and let go. I'm so proud of myself for having a theme. It helps keep me focused, which in my mind I hope helps me serve y'all better by having a theme and sticking to that. My Virgo. So Mindful Monday, being in the now, being in this present moment. And so Eckhart Tolle talking about the meaning of surrender. To some people, surrender may have negative connotations, implying defeat, giving up, failing to rise to the challenges of life, becoming lethargic, and so on. To surrender, however, is something entirely different. It doesn't mean to passively put up with whatever situation you find yourself in and to do nothing about it, nor does it mean to cease making plans or initiating positive action. Surrender is the simple but profound wisdom of yielding to rather than opposing the flow of life. The only place where you can experience the flow of life is the now. So to surrender is to accept the present moment unconditionally and without reservation. It is to relinquish inner resistance to what is. Inner resistance is to say no to what is through mental judgment and emotional negativity. It becomes particularly pronounced when things go wrong, which means there's a gap between the demands or rigid expectations of your mind and what is. That is the pain gap. If you've lived long enough, you will know that things go wrong quite often. It is precisely at those times that surrender needs to be practiced if you want to eliminate pain and sorrow from your life. Acceptance of what is immediately frees you from mind identification and thus reconnects you with being. Resistance is in the mind. Surrender is a purely inner phenomenon. It does not mean that on the outer level you cannot take action and change a situation. In fact, it is not the overall situation that you need to accept when you surrender, but just the tiny segment called the now. And so this book is just wow. It's almost like reading a theological book from seminary or Bible college. But that very present moment, that right now, all is well. Right now, I am healed, whole, and healthy. Right now, I'm connected to my divinity. That I can't go back and I can't go forward. You know, I've said this so many times, and I read this somewhere. There is a reason that the windshield in your car is bigger than a rear view mirror, because you're not going that way. You're going that way. And so you need a wider view. But to go forward, you have to go from the present moment. Trying to go forward from the past means that you're not surrendering to and accepting the present moment. And like Eckhart Tolle said, doesn't mean you're not going to change things and you're not going to take action, but you're going to take action from this present, healed, sustained, perfect, and empowered moment, and act from this place. Not act from the past or fear from the future or want stuff to be different. I accept I accept this moment as it is right now. And from this place of power, I will move forward. Mindful Monday, step into the now. I will put the link to this book in the show notes down here, and I am really being cognizant about doing that. So even last week, the books of Reverend Beckwith's book, the book from Oprah, Pema Chodra, all of those books, I put the link in the show notes so that you can access these powerful powerful words by these spirit inspired and spirit filled people. And so I will put Eckhart Tolle's the link to this book here, the link to my Instagram, the link to my Patreon, all the things. Oh, and to my podcast, because I am bringing my podcast back. So anything that you need to know from what we talked about that day or as of today, and anything in my social media empire, oh yes, in my social media empire, you will find the links here. And so let's take a moment to take a deep breath in and out. Oh, and be present in this moment where all is well. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.